I first met Anthony Bozzo in the summer of 2013 while participating in a research project at Indiana University. Tony is not typical of most college students. In addition to being older than most of his classmates, his independent nature singles him out. He triple majored as an undergraduate and was headed to grad school. Also, he lived in a van parked in one of the university garages.
Well, the plan here is actually very conventional. By focusing entirely on school, what I'm able to do is, rather than work that 40 hours a week to pay the rent, okay, to pay the bills just to store my body, it's a waste in my mind. That money could be used or reallocated for other things.
I think Tony's motivation for living in a van had many reasons. I think that he wanted to put himself in the shoes of the little guy to an extent and see what it was like to be home free, as he likes to say, as a lot of people like to say. I respect that. But also, I think a lot of it was just him kind of being outside the conventions of modern society and seeing how far he could push things. He's that kind of a person.
Rather than live this conventional life where you are working to pay off these either status-driven things or in my mind, a false sense of security with an apartment or whatever it may be, drop it. So I get up in the morning, I go to the gym, ideally, okay? I work out, I take a shower, I hit campus, or at least the building where I work. Right there, I have my sleeping quarters, okay, my bed. I have my gym and my showering quarters, okay? Your shower, whatever, your workout room, and work, all within a small environment, so it's localized. I have my mail going to a friend's house. Okay, so my primary address is actually there. On paper, I'm not homeless. Okay, and that's where this gets a little touchy.
Anthony showed up in my classes about 4 or 5 years ago, I would guess, but there was nothing special. But then he kind of showed up at my door later on and started asking a lot of questions, and I could see that there was something else going on there.
I came over here and I rented the storage unit. And I told the guy, and I knew that lots of guys will, people will rent these things and then like stay in them. So I was like, is it cool if I stay in these, stay in one of these things? And he was like, please don't. So I had it worked down to one van when I first came back down here, like 5-6 years ago. And over time, I just accumulate stuff. When you see a good deal and you have a couple of bucks, then I buy it,
Tony stopped seeing a woman he was dating, and it made me wonder about how his lifestyle affected his love life. So, I decided to ask random girls what they would think if they found out the guy they were seeing slept in his van.
I would be a little surprised, I think, and shocked at first. And maybe initially, if I didn't know the guy very well and I found out that he was staying in his car, I might be a little turned off by that and maybe try to stay away. But if I had known him for a while and then I found that out, it might really not change the situation. I might be willing to help out, so.
I would not approve. I think that's not the right thing to do. Maybe your parents should support you more, or I just feel like there's a different way to handle that. Not sleeping in your car.
That's sad. I mean, I'd want to help him. Even though I can't even help myself, that'd be my reaction. I want to help this guy. You can't just sleep in your van like that.
Would you break up with him?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I'd actually try to help him as much as I could.
In February of 2014, Tony was surprised in his office by university police. He was issued his second warning for staying in the building after hours. The matter quickly became serious.
Dear Mr. Bozzo, I have received a copy of police action from Sergeant Scott Dunning, in which states that he found you inside Kavanaugh Hall 121 after building hours on the evening of February 10th, 2014. Sergeant Dunning confiscated your key to Kavanaugh 121 and issued you a trespass warning. In essence, what's going on here is the graduate office is now taking action against me because of me being in the building after hours. This is the graduate office, okay, for GIS, Geographic Information System / Science, okay. Now, it's not really a function of home, it's my office. Late night, I was in here studying, and actually there was a quiz that I had to take. So I was working, okay? It was at 11 o'clock when they had come in, okay? And I was almost done with my work. I have done my best to stick with the guidelines of the hours of the building, but time is an issue, you know? And they came in and they got me.
So this is my informal disciplinary meeting with Dr. Sherry Queener, and this is the first hit. So what I'm going to try to do is use this as a position to work with her. Sherry's not a bad person, and I think that we have somewhat of a common perspective on the situation. So that's it. See you soon.
All right, good luck, man.
Thanks.
Tony was going into the hearing that would determine the outcome of the rest of his academic career. Despite my best efforts, I could not get anyone from the university to comment on record about what happened with Tony's proceedings.
The accusations against me were presented, and it was my turn to say something. I had the right not to say anything, but I engaged. The next step is I wait. I went ahead and sent Dr. Queener an email with all of the contacts, and then I'm waiting for a decision at this point. She could either put me on not academic probation, but probation, dismiss the charges, or there was another one in there too. Or expel me.